Glad to have you along from Lysacle Stadium in Salt Lake City. It's the Oregon Ducks and the Utah Utes. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Ducks head coach before the game. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Utes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hill. He doesn't get it back to the 25. He's out of bounds at the 21-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's more. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. The run inside. It's Davison. Push down for the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Ducks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll run for it. It's Parker. There he goes. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll pull it down and run. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
I love the play call there, too, because 2nd and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Utes getting set on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Got his man out of the backfield. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Parker. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Working their way closer and closer, a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Utes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. The keeper on the option. Maybe some room here. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch him.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll bring it out. It's Bray. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. It's a seam wide open. The 40. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Utah!
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect him. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
Coming out with it, it's Hill. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. As we get a look at the stats, they've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Throwing more. Keeps looking downfield. Trying to make magic with his feet. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5. Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
And he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. I mean, I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air. But now, nice job dropping back.
There he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Ducks. Once he got some room, it was over. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get to the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped that one off with some flair and some juice, a 72-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Under fire. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
Oh, they are breathing a sigh of relief after that recovered fumble. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Rush is on him. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The Utes come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Going with the counter play here. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
When you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
Wants to throw on first down. Moving out to the right. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Uncorks it. Complete to the right. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Here's the pressure. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. And we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll keep it on the ground, and the defense snows him under after a very short gain. And the Ducks racing to the line in a hurry-up. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Moore, pocket breaking down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Moore to the air. This time it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Bray. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Defense storming into the backfield, making the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and it's 3rd down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Timeout called by the Utes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Looking deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bray. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football, but that's a great start to this second half.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
To throw, it's Dampier. They're working that left side. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on 1st down. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Utes! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. And the Ducks want to crank the tempo. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. Got his man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
Turning it on. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
35, Utah, 14.
He'll bring it out. It's Bray. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Dampier. Throws to the tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. This one's complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores. And it's picked off for the third time today. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Ducks! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
That makes the score Oregon 42, Utah 14.
Fielded in the end zone, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. Bounced right back to them.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Scanning the field, it's Dampier. Looking for a big play. Connection to the right. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. The Utes come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking to throw on first down. Keeps the play going. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Running inside, it's Parker. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws it deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete, and all that momentum that was established early in the drive.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. I guess they believe the entire field is 4-down territory, a bit of an odd choice, but they'll go for it on 4th and 12 miles. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Final stand to the game, and we'll start with the first down. inside. It's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Here's a little room there. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Here comes the Utah offense to get this drive started. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Unloads to the right. Working the big fella to the corner. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Looking left. All by himself. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. And the Utes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Here's Parker.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Here comes the 2-point try. The play-action fake. Looking for space to the left. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Didn't take care of the football the last time they had it. Fumble led to a touchdown. Lead is still comfortable here, but ball security of the utmost importance. Past the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Ducks want to move quickly. 1st down here for the offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Price. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 1st and goal for the offense. Beck's going for the goal line. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He makes the grab for the 2. I don't know why you need to go for 2 there, but they do, and it's successful. He'll bring it out. It's Bray. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air, it's Dampier. Floating away. Trying to escape and get it himself. At the 35, he's loose. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. He's looking to pass. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And obviously, guys, this drive is critical. You're down. You've got to score. So with a couple of timeouts in your pocket, man, that changes the whole dynamic of this 2-minute drill. I can work the whole field, and
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. On fourth down, looking to pass. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Going the other way, and he's got room. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Looking to the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And I love the play call on offense there. It's a sudden change situation. You just got the turnover. You're now going to take a shot because you got the defense on their heels after they're back on the field quickly. Really nice play call.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He goes out of bounds, big pickup on the play. It'll look nice in the stats column, but probably not enough to make a difference in the game. The Utes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now. 2nd and long working here. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. He's looking downfield to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. Takes a snap, wants to throw. They got him. Big stop in the backfield, and what a stand by this defense to keep points off the board.
Yeah, that's just a play the quarterback can't make. 4th down, down by the goal line. That ball's got to find its way in the end zone somehow, some way. You simply cannot take a sack. I know it's difficult. The defense is bearing down on you, but you've got to be able to negotiate that throw and at least give.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. After this, it'll be a wrap. Rides the option, he keeps it. And he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. Clock is all zeros, and time has expired here. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.